The piece that you're going to want to start with in the trunk is going to be the bottom of the cargo portion. And I'm going to show you how to dry fit this. If you've done the bags before, you know we always dry fit, then glue them. So this piece, when you're dry fitting, you want to make sure that you get a feel for it going back all the way into the back of it. It's going to come along here, and then you're going to open this up, fit this around, and then the space here is going to go around all the ridges in there. So that will be your dry fit. Okay, we're going to spray out the bottom piece. One of the things that I want to make sure that you do is that you get the corners and edges adequately sprayed. Then I'm going to come over to the bag and I'm going to spray the area in the bag where this is going to fit, and through your dry fit you've seen where it's going to be. Don't worry about overlapping again. For those of you that are new to this, the cleanup on this is mineral spirits, so don't worry about overspray. Okay, now we're going to fit the bottom piece. So you're going to start at the very back, and you're going to get all that fit like we did in the dry fit all around. It's very sticky, so I will warn you about that. So you want to be getting it in around all the things in the back there. And then we're going to just gently lift it up. It's very sticky. So I'm going to go around this piece, close up that, and then we're going to fit around the top here to your top edge. Okay? Keep working it along the top. And you gotta be a little careful with this. You've got these divots in here, and you will be able to go inside of those. So go ahead and push it in. And then we're gonna kind of fit it down and around all the ridges in here. So you can see you do have time to work with it. And then we're gonna just get it all in. This is gonna be probably your most time consuming piece because you're gonna be working around so much stuff here. But just take your time, get it all worked in. We've got some cutouts here to make sure that everything fits together. And then there is a little bit of a gully there, kind of. This is the next piece that we're going to work with, the piece with the holes for these speakers. And you're going to want to dry fit this before you plug these holes. So basically you're going to dry fit it just like we do every other piece, so you get a feel for how the piece goes in. What we did with the speaker holes is we filled them with little pieces of saran wrap. And then when we go to put this piece on, we're going to spray the glue so we don't get any glue inside there. Then before we bring the piece over, we're going to pull all these pieces of saran wrap out. So we're going to go ahead and spray the back of this piece. Remember, we're going to be spraying the rough side of the piece, and the felt softer side is going to face out. Okay, we're going to spray this back piece. Again, we want to put ample spray on it. Then I'm going to go over and spray the back of this while the saran wrap pieces are in. So you want to be careful. Overspray again doesn't really matter because we're going to clean it up at the end. And then once we've got our spray on here, we're going to pull out the little saran wrap pieces that we had. So we're going to get those all pulled out before we bring that piece over. Okay, now we pulled those pieces out, and you're going to have a little glue in some of these holes that we're going to end up cleaning up, but you're going to place it around the holes. It's kind of going to be your benchmark, and then you're going to run it along the top of this, and I'm going to run right over to the other holes and get those positioned right away. And then you can kind of move all around it then. Okay, you want to make sure you get it pushed into the corner, push down into the bottom. Just run it straight along the edge here. Back in the corner here, all along the edges. I'm just going to show you a quick little cleanup because you can see there's a lot of white, and when you see a lot of white, that's glue, okay? So you're just going to take a wet rag with mineral spirits and you're just going to clean it off. Okay, and I'm not going to do it all right now, but I just want to show you how easy it is to clean it off. And then when you're all done, I recommend going back and then cleaning off any glue that you have on any of the carpet, because it does really come off easily. So I just don't want you to panic when you see it, because it does clean up real easy. Okay, we're going to do a quick dry fit on the side. And you're going to want to start here in the front corner here, and then you're going to want to run it along the top, get it tucked back in when you come in. And then there will be some overlap down at this edge right here and down at the bottom just a little bit, so you get nice coverage. All right, so we're going to spray the side piece that we just dry fit. Make sure you get enough on there. You have plenty of glue to work with. I'm going to go over to the bag, spray the glue in the bag. So you're going to try and not get a lot on your felt piece that's already in there, but you want to make sure you have adequate glue on here as well. Again, we're going to clean that up with mineral spirits. So I'm going to bring my piece over. Again, we're going to start in the corner here, just like we did with the dry fit. Run it along the top. Get it nicely pushed back into the corner there, all the way down. Follow this piece down, making sure we got it nice and tight. And we're good to go. All right, the other side, we're just going to repeat the process that we did on this one side. Fitting in the corner, going along the top. We're going to spray the rough side, and then we're going to come back, spray the inside here, and put it on just like we did the other piece. Hi, we're just going to do a little cleanup now that we've got both the sides, the bottom and the back in here. You can see some of the white here, and like I said, anytime you see kind of a white stringy kind of thing, that's your glue, so you can easily clean it up with mineral spirits. So do a little work now, get this cleaned up, and then we'll move to the lid. This is the first piece we're going to do in the lid, and you can see the cutout on this. This goes over this, and then your wire, this has a slit in it to go around your wire. Just basically going to dry fit it like this. It's going to glue down and around, and it'll fit tight on each side of that. Okay. Make sure that you spray glue on the rough side, and again, we want to get adequate glue on it. And then we're going to go over to the lid. We're going to spray the lid. And make sure you keep shaking your can a little bit. And then I'm going to bring the piece over. Go around here, make sure my slit fits down around there, get that piece tight in there, and then you're gonna fit it to the top here. And down and around the bottom. And then there is a little slit right here to make that fit around the edge on both sides. And there you go. The next piece that we're going to work is this piece in the lid. And the way it goes in is you're going to fit the cut around the wire there, and then it's going to come up and around, And it's going to fit around here, and it's going to have the little wings going out on each side here. Okay, we're going to spray this piece up. This is for the lid. Make sure we got enough on it. And you got to shake the can often. So keep shaking your can as you move through. And then we're going to spray all of this in here. And you want to get all that little Again, don't worry about overspray. We can go back and clean it up. This piece, I'm going to start at the top here, run it along that top edge, come down here, fit it in, and get it positioned on the edge there. We're going to have to come in here, get it all the way in there. Depending on how tight you get it, you may have just a little overlap at the bottom here. But don't worry, the next piece will cover that up, and you're going to go just around. You can see this one I got just a little tighter on this right side, and we'll just fit it around. The next piece that we're going to put in is, if you were facing the lid, it would be the left-hand side of it, and it's got the cutout for the piece that holds the wire that keeps the lid from getting way open. So we disconnected this, taped everything off, and this box is going to go right around there like that, and you're going to fit close in to the middle underneath all the wires here, and then just fit around like that. So this is going to be a nice finishing piece. It'll finish that lid off nicely. Then we'll come back and do this other piece. Okay, I've already sprayed the rough side of my felt piece. Now I'm over here at the bag, spraying this. Again, don't worry about overspray. We can go back and clean it up. You do want to make sure you get spray where you're going to lay the piece in, and we've kind of pulled back the rubber and the wire here for you. And then up into this corner, you're just going to lay a little bit in there. Okay, I'm going to bring back the piece, and just like we dry fit, I'm going to start up here. Hello. Go around that. This is not the easiest piece to get in, but not the hardest either, so patience is always in play. This one's going to go up into this little crevices here. I'm going to smooth it out along that edge. There, along here. Fit these two together there. And we're going to take a little time and get everything smoothed into place, pressing everything around the crevices. Okay, we finished that side. We had to work it a little bit and flatten it out. You're going to do that with all the pieces. We'll go back and clean up later. What we did with this middle, again, we taped off all the rubber. Now we pulled it to the other side. Okay, so this piece is going to fit just like the other one, except you don't have that little box to go around on this side. So it's going to fit in here nice and flat, go around everything. So we're gonna go ahead and spray this up, come back and spray the lid, lay this last piece in for you. So it's gonna look awesome when you're done. Okay, we're bringing the other piece in, and it's gonna be the last piece. And make sure we get it fit here around the side, down around the edge there. You have to work with it. It does have some stretch to it, so don't be afraid to put it where you need it. Okay, coming along the top here and laying it in nice. All right, we have the lid finished, and we're just peeling the tape off, and we did our final cleanup with the mineral spirits. So we'll finish taking the tape off and then clean out any other spots that we might have missed. Here's what we call the toothpick trick. You spray some glue on a piece of plastic, you roll the toothpick around in it, and what this is going to do, if you have any spots on your bag, like right here where it didn't adhere, you put the glue. This keeps you from making a big old mess after you're done. Get your glue on your toothpick, put it on the piece, press it into place. And you can go around after you're done, check all your edges that way, and it will give you a nice clean finish. All right, that's it.